Alright, welcome back to more Lost Isle. And we're gonna try to actually make some progress on this part. Not really doing much in the last couple parts, just more getting basics, supplies and all that. Okay, so you're gonna want to go to these two colored squares, and you need bombs for both of these, I believe. A little bit of a maze to go through. Doesn't look like anything here, but I think you can actually go behind the the bookcase here. Find some stairs. Take you to a little hidden passage. And just keep scooping up arrows. Could always use more. Now the thing is, some of these caves really get complicated later on. I mean, it take a whole part just to get through some of these caves because it's like never ending. And you see some of these caves start getting a little more complicated. Just want to see where that other, this other direction leads. A dead end. And that chest you saw there, that was I believe that's the one with the magic jar, actually. So these caves are kind of interconnected in a way. Alright, over here you got an Aquamentus, and this is where getting the magic shield really pays off. It makes it a lot easier to take on this thing. You don't have to do any fancy dodging. And your reward for beating that is the bow. They call it Odero bow, but it's just basically your standard bow. And we don't have any arrows yet, so we can't really use this. We'll be picking those up shortly. Alright, nothing else to do in this cave, so I'm just kind of making my way out of this. And again, just follow the map, and you're just gonna go to all the colored squares. Luckily they're nearby, you don't have to go too far. And another one of these, you just go behind the bookcase. And you're actually in essentially the same cave, actually. You're just kind of on the other side of it. It's kind of interesting how they made these caves all like connected, but they're all separate at the same time. I'm not sure how long this quest took to make. It's a really complicated quest, but yet still follows standard Zelda rules for the most part. Again, you really want to make sure you explore all the caves, because you see you got another switch here. And that's probably for later on. I don't know when I'm going to actually get to that other side. But again, it's always good to press all the switches right now. And we don't never have to worry about it later. And over here, another Aquamentus. Now this one actually is a little bit trickier to tackle, because the spikes can get in the way this time. And this is where the shield, magic shield is really handy, because then you can just wait. You don't have to do any fancy dodging. You just wait for it to get in the range so you can whack it with your sword. And here we get our standard arrows. It's already picking up the bow and arrows. Actually, very handy, because since your money and... It's actually similar to the original Zelda. You know, you have bow and arrow, and you know, every time you use an arrow, it uses a rupee. Here it just uses an arrow. So I guess it's easier to correlate. And very useful weapon right now, because since it's a white sword strength, obviously stronger than my sword, and it gives me some distance as well. Not that I really can hold any more money right now, so might as well just start spamming arrows. Got so much money just from grinding already. There's one place I want to get to. I'm trying to figure out how to get there in the first place. There's one thing I do want to pick up, now that I have bow and arrows. Already putting my arrows to use. Again, I'm like maxed out on currency anyway. And of note, these cacti can hurt you, so you know, don't run into them. Alright, to trigger this to get rid of the rock, you just fire an arrow at this statue. Now, you did see a purple one. I think I showed in the last part, but you can't trigger that yet, and not for a very long time. You just have to keep a note of it. You just want to pick up that piece of heart. Alright, now you want to start working your way to the left. Kinda interesting that your shield actually can deflect rocks. Usually, most quests doesn't do that. Oh, and these purple trees here, these become handy later on. They're actually more of a clue for something, an optional thing for later on. We'll keep that in mind. I pretty much can spam arrows now because I'm full on currency. Can't hold any more arrows. So might as well put it to use. Alright, we haven't actually gone up yet, so that's gonna be kind of our next step. Into the... it's kind of hard to see the name because it's even kind of buried with all the shadows here. It's like Dasa Woods or something. I mean, there's some weird names of these places. I don't even know how they came up with these names, and you'll see later on, like some of the other areas, it's like, I'm not even sure where they came up with these names. I would think there's some sort of reference. Because they just look too random otherwise. And there's another potion there, I'm just gonna leave it there. I forgot how many are in the game. Again, there's only a finite number of these. Okay, so arrows do pick up stuff. Good to know that. Okay, that's just a shortcut back, but I can't even push the rock. I'm just gonna keep scouting. I'm not really trying to remember where I'm going. This thing, I don't think I can trigger this yet. I think it leads to the, again, you notice the colored squares, I think it leads to the one in the upper right corner. Another warp point. Actually, the little shapes right here kind of give you a rough idea where you're gonna go with the warp points. But, you know, honestly, you might have to scout out just to see where you actually are. Again, these warp points are very nice. You just need to use a bomb each time to go in them. Except the one in the town. That one, because it's a kind of a broken portal, but it still works. And that one's the only one you don't have to use anything on. I'm still really clear where I'm going right now. I'm just kind of scouting. Another one of these storyboards. Yeah, I'm not even sure how they come up with this stuff, so... Kind of a really deep story, but again, I don't really have the slightest clue about half of it. Yeah, that's an important item, so you'll have to remember to come back later for that. not really sure where I'm going. I'm just kind of wandering around the place. But this is the way you're supposed to go. Like into this swamp area. And look at the name of this place. What is it? Aquamentus Swamp? Seriously, come up with these names. I mean, there must be a reference for these. What would I just call it? Swamp or something? Something very generic? And these yellow, whatever thingamajigs are, I think essentially blue Octoroks. And you saw I got bombs from them. And what was down here? Oh, just arrows. Pretty much full on arrows at this point, so I'll just leave all that there. I don't know if there's a perfect spot to grind, but there's, you know, there are a couple decent spots. I guess you can get some quick money. Well, semi-quick money. And just spamming arrows. Doing more damage than my sword. And another one of these portals. Always good to unlock these as you find them. Gives you convenient shortcuts for later on. Now, maybe kind of hard to see this, but I think you can actually go to the right. Just kind of go through these trees. Kind of easy to miss this. Get to this lone cave so I can explore this. Not sure what those sparks are. I'm supposed to be maybe the equivalent like traps or something. They move in circles instead of you know, horizontal. Another random switch. Well, I might as well press this. I don't even know where this where this goes to. At least you only have to press it once. Another heart piece. It's actually very good to get a full heart container before going to level 1. You know, anything you do to get yourself a little more breathing room. Otherwise, nothing else to do in this cave. Yeah, that's very easy to miss, and then I'm not sure what that switch is gonna end up, you know, triggering, like, you know, which other cave connects to that. but I would expect it to lead you to more goods.
Alright, let's see.
I don't know if I can really go this way yet, actually. Again, you just look at the map. It's towards that lower left corner you want to get to. I'm just trying to figure out how to get there. Okay, that piece of heart on that left side, I think you can actually get that one fairly soon. There's another one that you'll see that you can't get for the longest time. And just continue scouting. Ooh, bombs. I'm just kind of going in circles here. Yeah, the map is actually pretty large, overworld map, so it's gonna take a little while to explore all this. Missed a space there. I don't think there's anything on that, but just to make sure. Pretty much arrows, not really a big issue, and look at that, I keep getting more arrow drops. So always keeping my supply full. Nothing on this screen. I just had to make sure. You know, a lot of these screens kind of look similar. It's just trying to figure out which way you're going. This way, I don't think I can do anything yet. There's that big statue, that stone block in the way. That's probably later on. Well, I guess the temple is at least this way. Kind of a long path to it, though. Yeah, that heart piece we're gonna have to come back later. I think it's beyond that stone block. And that's just another shortcut back. At least I can take those Zoras out easily. Okay, there is something here. I forgot what actually triggers it. Is it a bomb? Yeah, this we can't do anything for quite a while. But you actually do want to make a note of this place. It's actually kind of handy. I got my bomb back right there. Yeah, a little clue with these four kind of patches of flowers. I'm not even sure which way I'm going. I'm like looking at my map like every 5 seconds. It's just very easy to get lost here. Let me just finish off this little area. Okay, that's a raft path. I guess I'll go up this way. I know what was down here. I knew it was was it just bombs? Yeah, I'm getting full on bombs right now. Okay, that heart piece on the left, I believe that one you cannot get for almost the entire game. So it's just there kind of to taunt you. You're just gonna wonder when you can get that, so you're just gonna have to put it way in the back of your mind. Okay, so you need a bow and arrow just to get past this point. And this is the temple, level 1. And we're gonna start this off on the next part. This might have to be broken up into a few parts because this is actually a pretty long level for level 1. Alright, see you guys later.